What I wanted to say today is your commitment to prayer is a sign of being committed to God. The manner, even the cows are watching me, I think they are loving this sermon. The manner in which you pray, your commitment to prayer is a sign of being dependent on God. Your commitment in prayer shows your vulnerability. You are accepting your vulnerability. But the minute you don't pray, the moment you stop praying, pride has entered. Because you say, I can do it. I know how to do it. I drive. I've been driving for years. I've never had an accident. I always sleep and I wake up. I always do this. It always comes out. I always write exams. I always pass. Pride has entered. When you pray, you accept your dependency. You acknowledge your dependence on God. When you pray, it shows how committed you are to God. I wish this camera can show that cow, hey? The cow has even stopped grazing and is just looking at me, staring at me. Another thing that I want to tell you, people of God, about prayer, God cannot trust you with the bigger things. God cannot trust you with more. God cannot trust you with mature blessings if you don't pray constantly and consistently. God cannot trust anyone with mature blessings, with more, if they've not established a habit of prayer. Why? Let me repeat what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, God cannot trust someone with more. You might say where you are okay. That's fine. If that's where you want to stay, that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is, God cannot trust us with more. He cannot trust us with mature blessings if we have not established a prayer life. We need to be consistent, persistent, and constant in prayer for God to trust us with more. And why is that? The reason for that is because when we do not pray, we are open to manipulation by spirits. We are open to manipulation by spirits. If God has blessed you with this and that, has given you this and that, mature blessings, more blessings, and your mind is still easily manipulated, because without prayer, spirits will manipulate your mind. Spirits, those principalities, those powers, those wickedness, those authorities, they will manipulate your mind, and your decisions now and your thoughts will be influenced by the spirits. Now, spirits manipulate the mind. Spirits manipulate the heart. Your heart is flesh, and your heart is still open to manipulation. That's why if you read Ephesians 6 verse 12, it talks about we are not fighting flesh and blood, but authorities, principalities, powers, wickedness in the heavenly realms. But then it continues to say we must put on the armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness. If you put on that breastplate of righteousness, your heart is protected. If you put on that helmet of salvation, your mind is protected. Because spirits manipulate the mind, they also manipulate the heart. The only decisions that you can trust are the ones that are coming from the spirit. The only decisions, the only thoughts that you can entertain, that you can trust, are the ones that are coming from the spirit. Our decisions, they come from the mind, from the heart, and from the spirit. These two can deceive. Your heart can deceive you. How many times your heart has deceived you in different things? No, I just followed my heart. I think my heart. And people who says, when I follow my heart, things go well. No. In that moment, it's your spirit that you follow, but you think it's your heart. You think it's your heart. It's not your heart. So the mind is open to manipulation worse or more than the heart. Even the heart is open to manipulation. The only source of your decision making that you can trust is the spirit, because your spirit, as long as your spirit has got communion with the Holy Spirit, as long as your spirit has got a relationship and a fellowship with the Spirit of God, the Spirit of God is going to see in the spirit what is best for you, and then he's going to come and tell your spirit, and then your spirit will tell your heart and tell your mind.